What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of BWT. I'm your host, Teddy, and today we will be recapping the Yankees versus Red Sox series that happened over the weekend. uh, Before we get into that, I want to make sure that you guys are showing this video some love, liking it, sharing it with any Yankees or Red Sox fans or just baseball fans in general. And also subscribe to the channel so you do not miss another episode. Also, give me a follow on Instagram. My name is right here at that kid Mercado. On Instagram, I clip up my show and post reels on there. Also, I go live on there, talk about, of course, baseball. So, and just stay tuned because this last half of the season is going to get pretty crazy. Um, and you don't want to miss out on anything. Also, make sure that you guys are showing the rest of the Refuse to Lose community some love. We have many shows that cover many sports. We got CTC, Call Talking College, gives you everything you need to know about college basketball and college football. We've got RBO, Real Ballers Only, with Vaughn. This is an NBA show. He goes in depth and studies certain matchups and stuff like that. Um, we got FFC, Fantasy Football with Coach Coombs. Fantasy football is around the corner. You don't want to miss his rankings and stuff like that coming up. Dave's Doghouse, he gives you the highlights and the lowlights of the week. He goes live once a week, and he gives you, like, if you're playing pretty well, or if you're playing terrible, or if you're just a part of the sports world and you do something great, you'll be roaming the yard. If you do something crazy, you'll be in the doghouse. And then we got Kings Talk with Joe Jordan, Sacramento Kings fan. Gives you everything you need to know about the Sacramento Kings. Tune into that. And we also have a boxing show in the red corner with Ty, Ricky, and Tomo. Gives you everything you need to know in the boxing world. They just did an episode last Sunday, so make sure you tune into that. It was a great episode. And of course, the main show, Refuse to Lose, with Joe, Tomo, and Dave, basically just recaps everything in the sports world, kind of like our first take, in a way. We They go live Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on YouTube. So make sure you tune in. And let's get right into the first game of the series. We got Nestor Cortez versus Brian Bayo on a Friday night. In the bottom of the first, Tyler O'Neill gets a sac fly to go up 1-0. And Anthony Volpe starts his little hot streak, hitting a solo home run to tie up the game. In the bottom of the third, Devers hits an RBI single to make it 2-1. In the bottom of the fourth, Rob Refsnyder continues to hit the ball extremely well against the Yankees with an RBI double to make it 3-1. And in the top of the fifth, Trent Grisham hits an RBI double to make it 3-2. And Alex Verdugo hits a sac fly to tie it up at 3. In the bottom of the fifth, Masataka Yoshida hits a sac fly to make it 4-3. Then in the top of the seventh, All Rise, Aaron Judge hits a 3-run home run to make it 6-4. And the next batter, Austin Wells, hits a solo home run to make it 7-4. In the bottom of the seventh inning, Rafaela hits a 2-run home run to make it 7-6. And then in the bottom of the eighth, Willie Abreu hits a 2-run double to make it 8-7. And Yoshida hits an RBI single to make it 9-7. Yankees end up losing that game. They kind of gave it away. We had all the momentum after the back-to-back home runs in the top of the seventh, and the bullpen just kind of folded. It's kind of annoying. It's one of the things that they've been doing, but the offense is starting to look like the old offense earlier in the year. Cortez went 4 2/3 of an inning, giving up 9 hits, 4 earned runs, 2 walks, 5 strikeouts, and his ERA on the year is 4.13. And Brian Bayo ended up going 5 innings, giving up 5 hits, 3 earned runs, 2 walks, 4 Ks. His ERA in the year is 5.27. So the Red Sox take game 1 of the series, go on to game 2. We got Marcus Stroman going up against Carter Crawford. In the top of the first, Juan Soto hits a 2-run home run to make it 2-0. And then All Rise, Aaron Judge hits a solo home run the very next batter. So the Yankees go back-to-back on back-to-back nights. And then in the bottom of the first, Willie Abreu hits a solo home run to make it 3-1. Tyler O'Neill hits a 2-run double to make it 3-3. And then in the top of the second, Oswaldo Cabrera hits a solo home run that barely goes over the fence. Willie Abreu ended up diving into the front row in right field. He actually had the ball in his glove, and when he hit his head on the back of a chair, he ended up dropping the ball. Glad he was all right. Even though this is a rivalry, we definitely don't want to see any injuries happen to the opposing team. Yankees go up 4-3. And then in the bottom of the second, Jared Duran hits an RBI single to make it 4-4. Yoshida comes up with an RBI single to make it 5-4. Aaron Judge hits an RBI single in the top of the fifth to make it 5-5. In the bottom of the fifth, Tyler O'Neill hits a solo home run to make it 6-5. Top of the seventh, Ben Rice hits a sac fly to make it 6-6. Then in the bottom of the seventh, Tyler O'Neill connects for his second home run of the night to make it 7-6. And David Hamilton hits an RBI double to make it 8-6. Then in the top of the eighth, Aaron Judge hits an RBI double to make it 8-7. Top of the ninth, Trent Grisham hits an RBI double to tie it up at 8. And we go extras. Austin Wells hits a sac fly in the top of the 10th to make it 9-8. And then Gleyber Torres hits an RBI double to make it 11-8, which ended up being the final score of that game. Yankees were able to take game 2 of this series.
Ball
you know
game
what we do
over.
whenever we win.
Yankees win. The Yankees
All right.
win. Ball game.
All right. I guess that's not working right now. So, but Yankees were able to secure game 2 of the series to tie up this series and go into Sunday night with the potential of winning this series against a rival in their park. Aaron Judge had one of the best games of the year, going 5-for-5 with, I believe, 3 RBIs. He's a menace. He just continues to have a great season, and I expect nothing less from him the rest of the way. We go into game 3 of this series. Carlos Rodon versus Tanner Houck, Sunday Night Baseball. Aaron Judge connects for an RBI single to make it 1-0. Gleyber Torres hits a 2-run single to make it 3-0. Ben Rice hits a sac fly to make it 4-0. And then in the bottom of the fourth, Rob Refsnyder hits a solo home run to make it 4-1. Connor Wong goes back-to-back with him to make it 4-2 with a solo home run of his own. In the top of the seventh, Austin Wells hits a sac fly to make it 5-2. In the top of the eighth, Cabrera hits a 2-run double to make it 7-2. And in the top of the ninth, DJ hits a sac fly to make it 8-2. Yankees end up winning this game. Rodon goes 6 1/3, giving up 5 hits, 2 earned runs, 1 walk, 7 Ks, 4.34 ERA in the year, with a record improving to 11-7. He gets the win today, that day, and Tanner Houck ended up being the losing pitcher, going 6 innings, giving up 5 hits, 3 earned runs, 4 walks, 2 Ks, 2.79 ERA on the year, and his record goes to 8-7. Yankees were able to win this series, going into one of the most anticipated series in the season, with Yankees versus Phillies in Philadelphia. So that will definitely be interesting to watch. Can't wait. If you guys are new here, I'm a huge Bryce Harper fan. So to see him go up against my favorite team in the New York Yankees, it's going to be great because I'm going to be rooting against him, but I also wouldn't mind if he has a good series just because he's my favorite player. Again, guys, make sure you guys are liking this video, sharing it with any baseball fans that you may know, any Red Sox fans, of course, any Yankee fans. We're here for the remainder of the year, giving you all news throughout baseball. Make sure you follow me on Instagram at @ThatKidMercado for any updates, quick rundown of the shows. Make sure you subscribe to their channels: CTC, FFC, RBO, Dave's Doghouse, King's Talk, In the Red Corner, and Refuse to Lose. You guys will not, I promise you, you will not regret it. Okay? So until next time, peace.
Thank you for staying to the end. If you're watching this on YouTube, please like this video, subscribe, and also hit that notification button so you can be notified next time we put out a video. If you're listening on any podcast platform, subscribe and hit that notification button, y'all, so you can be notified we put out another podcast audio. And last but not least, hit that share button. No matter what you're listening to or watching it, hit that share button and send it to somebody that you know that would love to watch this episode you just listened to. So once again, thank you for staying to the end, and we'll see y'all at the next episode.